Welcome back to Rabid Noise on Rabbit Radio. That was Drop Dead Cynical by Amaranthe. And joining me on the program now from the band is the amazingly talented Elize Ryd. How's it going tonight?
Hi, I'm doing great. We have a day off right now on the tour. So it is a pleasure to be at your show. Thanks for calling.
Oh, no, well, it's an absolute pleasure to have you on the program. So I have to say that the new album, Massive Addictive, is ridiculously catchy, and everyone that has heard it is just raving about how great it is, and rightly so, because it's amazing. So did you have that feeling you were working on something special when you hit the studio to record it?
Thank you very much for the compliments. Yeah, I mean, it's very hard because for me, I mean, like when we write, we create things that we like ourselves. I also see it from my personal perspective all the time. Of course, I get very inspired also by the fans and how their reaction has been previously on the other two albums and of songs that they really like. And it's sometimes you're just hoping, you know, like, well, if I like it this much, hopefully also others will like it the way I do. So I just try to, you know, create songs which I enjoy myself to listen to. So I did like this album very much myself, actually. I thought, but it was also a change from the previous two. So of course we were a little bit like afraid that people wouldn't like it or think it was too much a big of a change, but I mean, I think we found a pretty good balance there to make it new, but still keep the Amaranthe sound.
Oh, definitely. As I said before, you know, I really like it. So it must be like a massive relief because you put your heart into something, and you know, you're try and do something different and not repeat yourself. So when people love what you're doing and accept that, it must be an amazing feeling. Yes,
absolutely. You're so right about that. We couldn't be more happy, you know, than we are now. We have got very good reviews, and yeah, as you say, we're just very, very happy.
Well, when it comes to, you know, having three vocalists in a band, does it get tricky writing and sharing the vocals with two other singers in the band?
I mean, it is actually sometimes, because if I am the only one who writes the vocal melodies for a song, I mean, I write it from my vocal range, and I think I have these other two in mind, but it can be different when the song gets recorded in the studio, when we also have to decide which voice would fit best. And maybe I thought I would sing some part, which then later became Jake's part, and, you know, it's a little tricky to find. In some songs it can be tricky, but usually it flows pretty naturally. Because we've been doing this also to begin with. We wrote the songs including three vocalists, so it's kind of that we're used to, you know, working and having that in mind. So, and it's very, how to say, it's like revealing also to know that you can write like almost any kind of vocal melodies because because we have these three different vocals.
You obviously have many influences yourself personally, but what was it that drew you to being in a metal band to begin with?
It is very interesting, actually, because I am an educated musical artist to begin with, and that's what I was. That's my profession, and I did lots of auditions around Sweden, and I had a dream to travel outside the country and do make a living by just doing what I love, and that is sing. And I also wrote a lot of music, and I'd done that since I was like 12 years old or something. I mean, it wasn't that massive to begin with, but at least it's been my interest for a very long time. And I became very good friends with Jake and Olaf, and they were just also very, very, you know, musically talented and interested in writing songs. So we kind of, you know, just gathered and did that on our free time, or on my free time, and when I didn't do, when I didn't go to school, or when that I also worked with the cabaret in a cabaret show. So it was just a very natural thing. We did it for fun, and I never thought that I would be in a metal band. I just, thought that maybe I can be part of the songwriting, and I can record demos, and I can help them out, in the way I enjoyed at that time. But then suddenly, when we put out songs, it was actually MySpace, where we put out 3 songs to begin with, and the response was extremely good, and we got calls from management and record labels who wanted to sign us, and I was like, what the fuck? What's going on here? So, I mean, I had to make a kind of choice, like, should I continue to do this band thing? And we talked about it, and we just agreed that, sure, we can do it, and we finished this project as a band instead. And I thought I wanted to give it a try and see what happens, because, it's like with everything in life, you don't know what's happened. It could either go just very bad, or it could go well, which it did, and we got a lot of gigs, and then eventually I had to quit my job because I didn't have time to do my regular cabaret job anymore. So, and I've been a part of this band since then, and it's actually a band that we created together, by just a coincidence, I think, because Jake and Olaf, they wanted to have a all-star band to begin with, and I also thought, since I had a lot of influences, from pop and musical and stuff, that it was a fun combination, So, yeah, that's how it was, and here I am still in a tour bus. 7-8 years later.
Well, that's awesome. It must be an amazing feeling to walk in and quit your job. Be like, I don't have to do this anymore. I'm going to go tour the world.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, that was part of my biggest dream. I never traveled much when I was a kid, so I always said that I want to see the world. That's my goal. And I saved a lot of money when I did my job. I earned pretty well, and so I thought, well, I could actually take, I quit my job I thought maybe I could take a year off and just, put everything into the band, and then it didn't just be 1 year, it was just like, yeah.
It's so good to hear when people, they have their dreams and they're achieving them, It must be such an amazing feeling. And as a composer yourself, have you got plans to release any solo material soon?
Actually, I am thinking about it, because I have, I don't even know how many songs I have on my computer, which I've been writing myself, but they're very personal, I would say. It's like, instead of writing a diary, I write songs. So, well, if I find someone who can maybe help me to arrange all the music and stuff, I would be happy to do that. And if I have time, we're probably going to take some time off soon, because we've been touring constantly the last few years. So, and that is definitely something I would love to do. So hopefully I can do that. But it's very fun, like you said, regarding dreams. It's very strange that how actually you can achieve your dreams. And that's what we also want to, tell other people, that if you just believe and if you fight, hard for it, you can absolutely achieve, I think, anything in life.
It is very inspiring. Your stories is very inspiring. And, that's such a positive thing to give the world,
Yeah, and that's it felt good. And since we're also not, right now also with this third album, we have this confidence that we actually have achieved something, and it is possible, and that's what we want to tell through the music. So maybe that also affected the album a little bit, that we know that it actually works. And yeah, we want to give everything we can to other people. I think that's one of my biggest drives with music right now, actually, to inspire others, because I have achieved what I dreamed of, and not completely, of course, but we are definitely on the way, and I almost seen the whole world. Besides Australia, though, which also is one of my biggest dreams to go there. So we'll see. We probably will come next year.
I really hope so. I'd love to see you guys live. That would be amazing.
Yeah, I would love that. I want to see kangaroos and other strange animals I haven't seen live.
Yeah, we've got plenty of big dangerous animals, but there's also we've got the koalas and kangaroos and things like that. That's one of the biggest things that when bands come here, they go straight to the wildlife parks. So I think you'll love it. You'll really enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm very good friends with Simone Simons from Africa, and she was there recently, and I saw her on pictures holding koalas and being with kangaroos, and I was so jealous. I was like, no, I have to go there. And of course, I also heard that the people are very amazing over there. They're nice and relaxed, and I heard a lot of good things about you. So.
Yeah, well, we're looking forward to you guys touring. That'll be amazing. So, what's next for Amaranthe?
Right now, we only have 3 shows left on this American tour, and we've been out for 6 weeks already. So it's been a very long tour. We started with supporting with Incantation in the U.S., and after this, we have one more show this year, which is going to be in Russia, actually, and then also, we have one more in Czech Republic, and then that is pretty much it for this year, and we are planning for 2015, which is hopefully going to be Europe and Australia and maybe India.
Oh, that sounds awesome. It sounds like next year is going to be such a huge year for you guys, and it's exciting to see. We're going to go to the track Trinity from Massive Addictive now. Thanks so much for talking to us tonight, Elize, and I wish you and the rest of the guys the best for your upcoming plans, and fingers crossed we're going to see you guys in the not-too-distant future.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thanks. And it was very nice talking to you. Bye.